leap and jump in. Oh, oh, oh. You wanna fall in love.
Cooking with Drag Queens is made possible because of fabulous people just like you. Thank you. All the recipes featured on the series are available in our Season 1 cookbook. Check out our cookbook, t-shirts, aprons, tote bags, and more at our store, feastoffun.com/store.
Behold the mighty and delicious peanut. A lot of folks think that the peanut is just a salty snack food or belongs in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But where the peanut really shines is in savory foods like stir fries and curries.
Today we're making a rich, delicious African peanut curry with tofu and purple potatoes, served with homemade naan. Joining us to kiki in the kitchen and to get her hands dirty is the she-larious Bob the Drag Queen, one of New York's hottest drag queens.
Hello world, it's like a different way of living now. Thank you world. Can anyone name that? Hello, my name is Bob the Drag Queen and you're watching Cooking with Drag Queens. EQ music. Hi, my name is Bob the Drag Queen. I'm a comedian from New York City. Yeah, that's what I am. I always say this, if you were easily offended, please come to my show. If you've never been to my show and you've never seen me before, you might be a little shocked and jarred at first. I'm not the world's most glamorous queen. I'm just the world's most beautiful queen. If your goal is to shock and offend people, you're probably doing it for the wrong reason. But if your point is so good, it doesn't matter that you're shocking and offending someone. Does that make any sense? Like, so someone's like, I just want to go out here and shock everyone. Well, I can just come take a shit on stage, it'll shock people. If I just go up and just slap the first old lady I see, that'll be shocking, and that doesn't make it art. You know what I mean? But if I tell a joke that is so funny, the point is to make you laugh. And if it happens to be offensive, that's just a coincidence. No one in my family cooked. I guess technically my mom would make like a pot roast. I have no shame. You know, I go to this pizza store here. It's called Cronette, and they sell these huge slices of pizza. And so you order your food, and I say, can I get a slice and a soda? And they say, what kind of soda do you want? And I turn around and I face all the white people and I say, grape soda. And I look them in the eye and I make them look at me while I say grape soda. Then I drink it in their face to make them uncomfortable.
Welcome, Bob the Drag Queen. Where is she?
What if I came out of the trash can? Wouldn't it be great?
Welcome to Cooking with Drag Queens.
It's good to be here.
I'm glad to have you, Bob.
This is the restaurant, Cooking with Drag Queen. Would you open a restaurant?
We would feed a lot of people if we did.
Yeah. But you didn't answer, would you though?
But Mark and I actually both worked in restaurants.
I'm an investor. I'm trying to invest in you.
It's called Cooking with Drag Queens.
We got
drag
a
queens come over to the
Kickstarter.
table
Yeah.
and they cook for you.
Now, these are peanuts, honey. Would you like
Behold the
some?
mighty peanut.
So you do that way fast. I ate one earlier and I actually put the shell back in and I was thinking to myself, maybe he won't find it.
Oh.
I just cracked the peanut and I just shoved the empty shell back in there.
You know what? I eat the whole thing.
Oh shit,
What?
Yeah, I don't even shell it. I just eat the whole thing.
Well,
I need something to wash this down. Fausto, do we have anything to drink?
We sure do. We have some grape soda.
You are so rude.
What?
So nasty.
You said you love this stuff.
You did say that on camera.
said
I do love it, but white people are so rude. Let me tell all the camera that. This is what white privilege looks
We
like.
have a friend who's African American.
This is what white privilege looks like right here, ladies and
There are
gentlemen.
certain things that as a black person I will not eat.
I personally love grape soda.
In front of white people.
How dare you assume?
Well, we asked you if you knew if you liked it. You said you liked it, and I said we're going to do it. When
You asked us to get the grape soda for you.
I did not ask you to get grape soda. I'm not drinking soda right now, though. I've gained a lot of weight, so I'm trying to lose.
Oh, honey, just live a little. Look, I'm going to muddle a strawberry into the soda, so it's like a mojito.
This is not how you muddle strawberry. You've never been a bartender.
There you go.
You are
honey.
clearly not a bartender.
Should I do it first? Is that what I do?
No,
Show me. Separately, without the
Show me how to do this.
This is how you actually. I was a bartender for years. You first
Okay.
you muddle, and remember it's muddle, not destroy. So you want to like do like that,
Oh.
and then you get a little going in there,
You crush it.
You crush it.
just like that, and then you add something classy.
like a
like
big
Sunkist.
ice cube?
You like one shablam.
Okay.
Then you pour your schmutz over
Shablam.
it.
Let's blocking that on the camera.
And then you pour your schmutz over it, and then
And there you go.
I should have some really
Oh.
ethnic
And we
drinks
wait
you guys.
for the foam to dissipate.
I should have like a white, like some Mountain Dew for you, and like I don't know, some like
Topo Rico.
Jarritos.
How is it?
Like some Jarritos for you. I wouldn't buy that
Well,
one.
thanks for watching Cooking with Drag Queens.
If I would do it, roll credits. Being a black man, being a gay man, being a drag queen, I'm not the most feminine, masculine guy in the world. So everyone has preconceived notions of me, but I don't let that stop me from doing something. If I decide that I'm gonna be able to take shop in high school, then I want to take shop. I say it's okay to defy statistics and defy logic and to defy all the odds and just do what you want to do. People say you can't make it as a drag queen anywhere in the world. Well, I'm telling you, I'm living proof. I do drag. Sell my body a little bit of crack cocaine, hint of Adderall. NYU kids will buy anything. It's not even Adderall. I just take Advil, I paint it pink and call it ecstasy. Wow! Let's cook, girl.
Now, how often do you cook back home in New York in your apartment?
Never, not once.
Never? You have never cooked anything in your apartment?
That's not true. You know what I do cook like a couple times a week? I take ramen noodles and I put them in the pan. That's how you start cooking them, right? Then once it starts boiling, I add the packet and a scoop of peanut butter, sriracha sauce, and then soy sauce, and it's delicious. I eat that probably 3 times a week.
Well, that sounds delicious. At least you're cooking
I
something.
wouldn't call it cooking, but yeah, that's what I do.
So the first thing we're gonna do, Bob, we're gonna throw in the onions.
The whole thing?
So that's a whole onion chopped, a big onion.
You're the one who's going to cook for us.
Yes, so put
we're
that
gonna
in.
just tell you what to do. Put it in.
Trying to make it sexy. Oh!
And so spread that around so that it gets in there.
I was like, they gotta cook for me, and I'm fucking up in the goddamn kitchen cooking.
Just kind of put it on the flame, and you can
For
kind of
white
leave it alone
people.
until it gets until it
You
gets
make the
kind of-
white drag queens cook
Yeah.
when they open this motherfucker?
Well,
We
you
didn't
know
make
what?
I didn't see Trixie Mattel cooking.
Well, you know what it is
White
They
privilege. That's
complain
what
about
it is.
it.
when we first started
This is what white privilege looks like, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like sautéing onions.
when we first started the series, the drag queens were like, I never cook. I'm like, don't worry, we'll help you, we'll do it. And we ended up doing most of it for them. And so, but other
This
people
is
are like,
all black
make them
drag
do it.
queens. All black drag queens.
And so this is also 1 carrot too, so we're gonna put a carrot in there.
It's like a
as
large
well.
carrot?
I'd say it's a large carrot, but like medium carrot. You don't want one of those big. Well, you can any size carrot will do.
You know, when I go on juicing benders, I
Yeah.
juice those humongous carrots. Like huge monster carrots.
The ones you get at the produce department, right?
I get them from like the West Side Market.
Yeah.
And so if you're ever juicing, just go to New York City and go to the West Side Market. It's on the west side of Manhattan. No matter where you're traveling, it's worth the travel.
We're going to put a little bit more oil
I'm
in there.
cooking here, not
Go
you.
ahead.
Oh, that's too much.
That's too much.
Well, you should have not made me cook.
Okay, so stir that now, and we're trying to brown this. So what comes next, Mark?
So the next thing we want to do is we're gonna put the tofu in.
Sure.
Was that a
Now
question or a statement?
Well,
Well,
it's,
either you're in charge or I'm
so
in
this
charge.
is the thing with the tofu. So we have some that's already cut, and so I'll mind this, and you what?
This is
how-
let me
term
show you
tofu,
this.
first.
so
okay.
show her
First.
this.
Well,
Take
sure.
each one of these and squeeze them, Bob. Get that water out.
Wouldn't it
But
be
she doesn't
more,
have a sink.
wouldn't it be more
Do it over
efficient
here.
to squeeze them all at the same time?
Well, I think you get more if you do it all at once. Toss a little water too, if it would please, for here.
I have water in this. Do you want to squeeze
No,
that in there?
I don't want that
Why not?
because that has
Okay.
stuff.
That's gross. You don't eat that crap. That water is disgusting.
So anyway, so you're going to squeeze all the water out, right?
Yep.
And now you're going to crush the you can either chop them or you can just crush them like that into your stew.
So we're not using this one.
Yeah, we
We're
are.
going to use both.
You can do either way.
We want extra tofu.
So we're putting here basically 2 blocks of tofu that have been frozen and then crushed or diced. into the stewing pot. And from there on, you're going to throw in your curry.
So the thing with curries, you want the spice, you want the heat to activate it. So what you can do is just make a little place over there, and then just toss that around until it starts to get brown.
Really, like right on the. What is
on
that?
there. So this is curry powder. This
You put it right on the thing.
Right on there, and so it'll kind of change color.
Is it important to like, look really sexy while you do it?
Yes, but also move that stuff around. Move that shit, bitch. Move
Add
it.
heat, like,
Move it.
Oh.
And so then we also have a whole tomato that's chopped up. We're going to put some tomato in there as well. Bob, do the honors.
This is one entire tomato?
That's one entire tomato.
Is this an organic meal?
It was an organic tomato.
Really?
Well, it still is, yeah.
What if would you be mad if I would have popped in and all would like splash in our faces? Would you be like,
I would have laughed. It would have been fun. It would have been actually exciting. It's, you know what? When you're cooking and you mess up, it's okay.
When I watch drag
it's not
queens
the end
on
of the
stage
world.
at my shows and they're guesting, I always hope something disastrous happens.
Why do you wish the worst for the
No, not for
guests?
them, just because I think it'll make the show more memorable and they'll have a great experience.
Well, I'm
Oh
sure
my God,
something
like,
awful will happen, Bob, to make you happy.
One queen went to like grab a thing, and I was like, "Oh, but that's not fastened to this." She grabs that, like that whole chunk of ceiling is gonna come down, and it'll be a show to remember. Bye, girl. Yeah.
All right.
I love you a lot.
Love you.
Do I look soft and ladylike?
Oh, yeah. What are you doing tonight? Tell us.
Oh, I work on Wednesday nights. I work at a bar called Therapy. It's on 52nd between 8 and 9. I do a show with a drag queen named Pixie Abandora. She's my drag sister. I actually love her a lot. She's really funny. It's a fierce show. We always pack out a good audience and watch this be the one night no one's there. I'm like, it's always so packed. It's gonna be like one old lady eating chicken fingers in the front row.
Hands together for Bob the Drag Queen and Pixie Aventura.
Happy birthday! Who told you that song, bitch? You ain't supposed to be singing. There's a spy in the house tonight, bitch. This is some white people shit. What is that? Smash Mouth All-Star. Smash Mouth All-Star. What? You don't have anything else.
Listen, we just gave you full range of our vocal cords tonight. She can't lost her voice. She's been singing live all night.
Oh, look at you. You
look at you
totally
go.
know how to work a knife.
Yeah, I mean, I used to work in the kitchen at Applebee's in college.
You did?
Yeah, I worked at two restaurants. I worked at Ruby Tuesday and Applebee's. I was a bartender at Ruby Tuesday, which is why I know how to muddle.
So those nails aren't coming off into the stew.
I make no promises, but these are organic. These are real nails, ripped off of the fingers of Himalayan children. So if you do eat them, it'll just be a little bit of pituitary moments. You know what I mean? I don't think there's any protein in it, but I'm sure there's got to be something healthy about eating
It's like
pituitary.
it has like collagen in it. I'm sure
Yeah,
it has
exactly.
collagen.
It'll make your bones stronger and your boner stronger. What?
Ooh.
Now these are golden raisins, not just regular raisins, and the flavor's a little bit more tart, so it's not as sweet.
I need like something to like give me that spoon. That whatever. Yeah, this
Uh-huh.
thing. To get those off of there.
Ooh, she's
go,
using
girl.
tools.
Yes, girl. Fabulous.
Have you guys ever had a queen like eat it and be like, ew, this is gross?
No, because we
no.
make sure that it's food that they're going to enjoy.
The one person that didn't eat very much was Dixie Lynn Cartwright, but she did taste it and she did swallow it, but
She spit it into the sink
she's
afterward.
rail thin. She's like this little tiny
Yeah, so
thing.
bring that into the center there.
Move that into the
so people
center.
can see it.
I'm not moving that thing. It's gonna be hot.
It is hot.
Put this up right here.
And so we also
risk
have
my life.
And then we have a half cup of peanut butter we're going to put in there.
Penis butter.
Well, you said you love peanuts, and so we're like, let's make something that she loves her. You did say peanuts and not penis, right?
I don't mind penis butter. Penis butter
Okay.
does not scare me, girl. I've had a couple of Craigslist hookups go crazy.
We got to put this pepper in.
Oh, you forgot to put the pepper.
We're putting a pepper in there?
Yeah, we got to
a
put a
little
little
spice.
spice in
You know, I
there.
always see
There you
people
go.
deep throat bananas on TV and on YouTube.
You can also throw that other ingredient that you forgot to throw.
Well,
in.
I want to just put that towards. Don't you usually put that towards the end or no?
No, you put it in towards the beginning of the stew.
Okay.
Would you guys be mad if I
So-
snapped off a nail and threw it in here? Would you be like upset with me?
So this is, can you guess what that is?
This is we use this. It's called banana powder. Drag queens use it to set their makeup. No.
It's nutritional yeast.
Oh, it's like a cheesy flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, nutritional yeast.
Yeah.
So it adds some flavor. Throw that
And
in there.
I'm gonna do it in like a.
And some
Very
people are probably
slow.
going like a nutritional yeast, but if you look on like a lot of things that are like stock,
Yes.
like your chicken bouillon and stuff, they often have nutritional yeast because it has that savory flavor.
Mark, you gotta be really careful because that chopping that jalapeno, what is that, serrano pepper? 'cause
Serrano
it's
pepper.
gonna sort of burn your fingers there.
I know, I'll be fine.
Don't scratch your eyes afterwards.
I'll try not
Be
to.
reckless. Live life.
I'm
You
not
don't
going
get
to take
one
my
life.
contacts out.
You should go and jerk off right after you stop that jalapeno.
So we also
Don't
have,
let mom ruin your fun over here.
you know, I got to tell you though, if you have a little bit of jalapeno on your hand, it could be
gonna
okay.
sting.
That is
You
a
rub your
horror.
eye.
Do not listen. If there are any like teenagers out there who aren't smart enough to know, don't do that. Also, do not use shampoo as lube in the shower.
No,
You will regret it.
no.
And if you
Use
don't believe me,
conditioner.
try it.
I think we should add a little.
So
I think we
this-
should add a little sugar to this
All
as
right.
well.
I'm into it.
Okay.
So what are you adding there?
So this, I'm putting like a heaping teaspoon. We're going to start with that and see how that tastes. And this is coconut palm sugar, which they use a lot in Asian cooking, and it has a low glycemic index. It also has like a molassesy kind of taste as well.
What makes this African?
So what makes it African, this is the interesting thing. So the peanut is a New World item. So it came from like the Argentina area. The people in Peru cultivated it for thousands of years and made it all the way up to Mexico. But in Africa, they had something called a ground nut, which is very similar to a peanut. It's from the same family. And so the peanut's just a bigger, stronger version of the ground nut.
I lip synced your last part.
The ground nut.
The groundnut stew.
Sometimes I do an impersonation of you.
You do? How does that go?
Well, you have to talk first, and then I have to repeat that.
Okay, so I have to talk like this and then
No,
Bob the Drag.
say today our special guest is Bob the Drag.
Today our-
she-larious Bob the Drag Queen.
Today our special guest is the
No,
she-larious.
you do it in your normal voice. You do your radio voice. You always do.
Today our special guest is the she-larious Bob the Drag Queen.
Today our special guest is the she-larious Bob the Drag Queen.
Oh my God, it's like I'm looking into a
Do
mirror.
I sound that flat?
A little bit. It's more like.
So we're going to right now set this to stew for a little while, and in the meantime, we're going to make some bread, Indian biscuits.
I'm in the bathroom in Chicago. There's only one bathroom in the whole city. I'm really excited to meet the local queens tonight. I mean, I've heard about a few around town, and just to see what they do and see how they do their business. I'm excited to see how Tranica runs her show. All right, girl, let's meet it. I like to stand with my back to the elevator. I always do this. Just on the off chance that there is someone in there, they get the pleasure of seeing me turn around. You ever think about that? Hi. See how lucky he felt? Hey, titties. How you doing?
Look at you.
You doing some little push-ups, girl? Get your titties ready. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Welcome.
Hated her.
All right.
Okay, I'm so excited to have, first of all, Bob the Drag Queen here.
Oh my God.
On 3, anal. 1, 2, 3, anal. Party now. All right, this next girl is visiting us all the way from New York City. Welcome to the stage, Bob the Drag Queen.
I like to end all my songs with a gunshot just to keep a healthy pair of black people in the air. Nothing like white folks are too comfortable. Woo! See, nothing. Give it up one more time for the largest man on stage, Tranica Rex, ladies and gentlemen.
So to start off the making bread, you want to make yourself a cocktail.
Am I making it or are you making it?
I'm going to make it for you because I want you to see how this is done here first. So we're going to put 3/4 cup of warm tap water, and you can cut this open, and put in a packet of yeast into the cup, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. And make sure this is the sugar. Not the salt. Okay, great.
Don't get that
imagine.
yeast on your, cooter. You don't want any kind of infection down there.
So you want to put jalapenos on my dick, but you don't want yeast on my cooter.
No, you don't want yeast on your cooter.
Put it in there.
What is this?
They're just rapid rising yeast. So you're gonna use 1.5 cups of bread flour, not all-purpose flour. All-purpose flour will work and it'll be just fine, but bread flour is a little higher in gluten. So put that in the bowl. And then 1/2 cup of whole wheat.
It's pronounced whole.
Whole wheat.
Whole wheat.
Do you need to sift that, or is it already sifted?
It's all pre-sifted right
Okay.
now. But if you want to sift it, you can never sift it enough, honey. And here is a
get a little
teaspoon
sifty.
of garlic salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder.
Yeah, I recognize that.
Powder that,
Oh, this is either baking powder.
Throw that in there.
Well, let's see.
And now you're going to stir that up and
definitely not
sift
okay.
it. Why don't you have her sift it there?
You go just pick it up and go like that, Bob.
And the idea is that you're trying to get the baking soda kind of evenly distributed into the powder. I mean, the baking powder, sorry.
I don't like to get my hands dirty.
You don't?
I hate getting my hands
I
dirty.
guess you didn't listen to the intro to the show where I said you were going to get.
Well, I heard you, but I heard you loud and clear.
I don't care if you don't like it.
Whether or not I actually
You're not
do it or
going anywhere until this naan bread is made.
Put your cocktail in there, your yeast cocktail. Plop it in thusly. And 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use peanut oil since you're eating peanut curry, or any oil will work just fine.
What is this?
And this is 3 tablespoons of yogurt.
What kind of oil was that?
Grapeseed oil.
We use grapeseed oil, but
I love grapeseed oil because it has a real neutral flavor to it. And it has a high temperature. It's full of omega-3 and 6
That's okay,
fatty
though.
acid.
okay, so you stir that up. Yes, girl. Stir it
Work
all
it.
real good.
See, I'm not gonna want to put my hands in here.
Do it.
I just don't feel like this.
Well, I'll start it, and then you can continue kneading it.
You might need me to knead it all night long.
And you're gonna get yourself your some flour and throw that onto the counter. Just throw it in there. And you're gonna sprinkle it over. You don't need, and just throw it onto the counter.
Toss it on the counter, Bob.
Come on, Bob. That looks great. Okay.
Wow.
My grandma used to make biscuits when I was a kid.
So now you could just leave this like it is. Or
They locked the doors.
actually leaves. Or you could start kneading it. And some Indian people, do you want to knead it? Here. Some Indian people
Use your
like
palms.
it biscuit
There.
style.
Ooh, she knows.
So you keep kneading
I
that
do not like this.
and just knead.
You're being a little needy.
So this is good. Whoa, girl.
Whoa.
Well, I thought you had it on the counter.
I know, but so anyways, you have this nice little dough here, and you can tell that it's retracting when you push it down. It pulls itself back up together. So you're going to take your bowl that you're going to rise it in, and you're going to put just a little bit of oil on the bottom. And check out this cool little trick. Bakeries hate me. With this weird trick, you can just take the bottom of the bowl and you grease the bowl with the bread, and then you flip it over. Ta-da! And it's ready to rise.
Ooh.
So you're gonna put some saran wrap on top of that, plastic wrap. And in the old days, they used to.
What's so funny?
I like how you just expected her to do it.
Well, listen, the
Your
listeners, the
entitlement.
viewers want to see her perform.
I know. Here,
I wanna get-
why are we doing this?
I don't want to get my hands all dirty. I just gotta say, being with you guys in this scenario has been so phenomenal.
Okay, so we're gonna put this aside, and we made some earlier today, and this is what looks like. Just you're gonna keep that.
Oh, it turns into that?
Yeah, so it
Got you.
rises.
That's so rude. That was so rude.
It's okay, baby. Okay, we gotta keep moving though. So this is the bread here. All you gotta do is just turn it upside down, and it already
looks
starts to deflate.
Gross.
So now you're gonna put a little flour
That's
on top,
very oily.
and I'm just going to flip this once, and maybe twice, to get it into a nice, and then leave it at that. And you're gonna cut this into 8.
I'll do it.
Okay. 8 equal pieces. There you go.
This is
But don't cut. Don't scratch the counter.
Why don't we use the plastic? Give him the plastic.
So what you're gonna do?
Why don't we use the
watch
cutting
this.
board?
So why don't we?
You use the knife to pull it apart. You see? So you don't have to touch the counter. Just do that, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Fabulous.
cut your finger. And then,
I have like 10 of them. It's not a big deal.
Fabulous.
so how many of your nails on there are actually thumbnails?
1, 2, 3. So it's 6 altogether.
Okay.
You can also just pull it apart, but I like using the knife. And then you can put these in over here
Yeah, I have really big fucking.
to get them out of the way.
Was I moving too slow for you, Pasta?
What?
Was I moving too slow?
We got. I'm trying to get it moving. Okay.
The camera crew here is union. They'll just leave if we don't get it done in time.
Okay, kids. So now you're gonna get yourself a hot cast iron skillet,
My hands are disgusting.
and you're gonna put this over here. And I'm just gonna do one here. Mark's gonna heat that up. And this is gonna be the cool part you wanna see. So we're gonna roll this out. And you're just gonna roll it out nicely. Why don't you do that? Roll it out like a nice housewife that you are.
Well, it's wrapping.
Well, you didn't. You have
You
to
gotta flour your.
Oh, well, see, you didn't tell me that part.
There you go.
I still.
And just get it, as flat as you can. There really is no wrong way
You need to pull that off because otherwise it's gonna stick.
He just said there's no wrong way, and you were like, well, actually.
There's plenty of wrong ways.
No,
to
there's
do
no
it.
wrong way. That's pretty good.
Okay, this is starting to smoke. That's when you know it's hot.
So you're gonna take your thing and you're gonna wet the one side and you're just gonna throw it in there. And you want this to stick.
It's gonna stick.
So
Now,
then you're gonna take the pan and you make sure that it's not gonna fall out. You kind of see this.
once it starts bubbling,
This might actually fall out, so yeah, it's falling over.
because maybe it's not hot enough.
No, because it got a little clean.
Look like because you cleaned the pan.
Yeah. So here we go. So we're gonna do a couple of these and then we'll flip it over. Where's the? There we go. And you just flip this over. So it's still not hot enough either. So
that
we'll do another one.
We'll do another.
There we go.
So did you get that, Bob?
You wet it, you slap it, you flip it. Nailed it. Hey! I'm just living my dreams, being the best me I can possibly be for today. How about you? She's like, good as an answer. I was like, here's an essay. You were like, I'm good. Can you stop holding up my line?
So here we are. We have African tofu peanut stew curry. It's delicious.
That's a lot of
And
words.
homemade naan, which almost set the house on fire, but it was worth every flaming, painful moment.
We have to add the potato to it. Now, originally, if you're going to do this with regular potatoes, you can add the potatoes right in. But we discovered, our friend Tommy told us this little trick. If you have like blue potatoes or purple potatoes, you cook them ahead of time, and then you chill them in the fridge. And the more you chill them in the fridge, even if you have them in there for a few days, the more vibrant the color becomes. Because if you just plopped purple potatoes in here, they would just kind of come out gray. But because they're sitting around in the refrigerator cooling, the color really comes out.
These have been cooling in the fridge for about 3 years, so we're gonna get high.
Actually, they say like
They're fermented at this point.
And so this
So
will just
here, help me dice them.
These will come
Give her
right
a
back
knife, will
up to
ya?
temperature in no time at all, and they'll add some beautiful color to.
And so this is how you can use purple or blue potatoes in your stews and keep these bright colors there.
You know what? I'm thinking this looks pretty good right now.
Right now?
What do you guys think? So
Yeah.
finish what you got, and that's it.
So you have your stew here, you have your mint, you have some diced onions here, you have some naan and some garlic oil that you can
Just spread on the naan.
zhoosh. So
Zhoosh up
give
there.
us the most perfect drag queen plate.
Well, I am not a presentational queen, but I'll
Okay.
tell you what I will do. You're gonna be. I'm gonna do it, and you're gonna be like, "No, you should do this," and I'll be like, "Well, do you want me to do it? Or do you want to do it?"
Okay.
So maybe that, and I'm just gonna do.
So you're gonna put that right on the naan? Is that how
That's
you're
what I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
do.
Okay,
That's fun.
that's interesting.
Kind of gives it like a bread bowl kind of thing.
And then I'm going to sprinkle just a little. You don't want to like add too much stuff.
Well, there's cilantro and mint in there too. So
Oh, that looks gorgeous.
That does look
Okay, make
gorgeous.
2 more so we can eat.
I'm gonna eat this and leave you guys to your own devices. Yay! I already ordered my lifts. My lift should be here in like 3 minutes.
Well, Bob, I have a prize for you. A medal for graduating from our cooking school.
Oh my God! The cunty culinary school. The cunty culinary
Bob
school.
the drag queen, whose affection for you never goes up and down, but always stays steady and high.
You know, Johnny McGovern gives out lap dances. Can one of these guys shake his ass in my face?
Come on, who wants to shake your ass? Come on. You like bears?
I love a good bear.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on.
Come over here, Brad.
Come on, Brad.
Woo! Yeah, girl. Yeah, that 18-year-old ass. Come on, girl. He's like, I'm 22. All right, watch out, Grandma.
Sweetheart, thank you so much for doing this episode with us.
I'm trying to eat here.
Remember, folks, if you can't cook, I'm sorry.
Remember, guys, if you can't remember your line, how the hell are you going to accuse somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here? That was funny, come on.
Remember, folks, if you can't cook for yourself, how the hell are you going to cook for somebody else? Can I get a bon appetit?
Bon appetit.
I do think drag is probably the most important thing in my life. That is true. Honestly, I don't know what I'd be doing if I wasn't doing drag. And I'd probably still be acting and probably doing real estate, maybe. Maybe. Like, drag is the single most important thing in my life. It is everything. Drag, you get to be a director, you get to be a writer, you get to be a costume designer, you get to be a makeup artist, you get to be a graphic designer, you get to be the producer, you're everything. You do everything all rolled up in one.